text-to-voice synthesis provided by Vidnami. Public notice to Pope Francis and the world. January 21, 2021 by Anna von Reitz. The Municipal United States is a rogue entity operating under Roman civil law. It has no granted authority to speak for, represent, indebt, or otherwise obligate this country or its people. It is attempting to stand and to represent us in the face of our states being in session and our international government, our unincorporated Federation of States, the United States of America, being in operation in international and global jurisdiction. The Municipal United States is an independent, international city-state that exists only under the provisions of the Constitution of the United States, which has been breached by the municipal citizenry. This entity has operated in breach of trust since 1860. Its laws have been misapplied to American state nationals and American state citizens, resulting in the extortion of land and labor assets and other assets naturally belonging to those same injured Americans. As a result, it is the responsibility of Pope Francis and the Roman Curia and the City of Rome to fold their franchise and remove their idols from our shores, to release all municipal corporations that have been formed under conditions of fraud and usurpation since 1870 to the custody and ownership of our unincorporated Federation of States, whose delegation of powers they abused, to be rechartered under our public law or liquidated as we see fit. This action is dictated by ecclesiastical, international, and global law, as well as the Roman civil law itself. In the meantime, the world governments are provided with this good and sufficient public notice and warning that these representatives have no contract with the American states and people. They do not represent us, and the druthers of our federal employees have no impact upon our will. Joe Biden does not represent us. He is not to be given access to our assets, nor our credit. The Pope, as the leader of the Holy See, remains bound to uphold the Constitution of the United States as it existed in 1860 in all respects regarding ourselves and our government. No world government should rely on any member of the Municipal United States Congress nor on their President, Joe Biden. No contract made by the Municipal United States Congress will be honored by our government. We are not obligated to obey the Municipal United States government. They are obligated to obey us, and failing that, they are to be dismantled and removed from our shores. No form of law recognized by the world community in any jurisdiction will abide their continued false claims and fraud against the American states and people, including Noahide laws and Sharia. This mess was created by the popes, the British monarchs, and the Lord Mayor of London operating in collusion against their employers, the American states and people. Nothing that the members of the Municipal United States Congress, or their executive officer, Joe Biden, may say or claim in any court or venue of law is to be taken as truth. No valid contract obligating this country or our people can be executed by the Municipal United States or any corporate municipal officer. And no municipal officer has any authority to issue orders to the territorial government. The sole administration of our government is vested in our lawful government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Our American government is now in session, and our public law is enforced. All international treaties and all 3 federal constitutions are enforced. Anyone who continues to do business with Joe Biden, acting as the President of the Municipal United States city-state or any municipal corporation, however deceptively named to pretend an interest in this country or its people, has hereby been fully informed of the circumstance and proceeds at their own risk and without any liability or obligation on the part of the United States of America, our member states, or our people. We fully and clearly recognize the fraud and deception employed against us and against the living people of many countries worldwide. We have brought forth our charges of fraud and various sundry and terrible crimes against humanity, including unlawful conversion, kidnapping, human trafficking, press ganging, inland piracy, conspiracy against the constitutions, collusion, identity theft, impersonation, barratry, deliberate mischaracterization of nationality, international and interstate bank fraud, evasion of public duties, evasion of the Constitution of the United States, racketeering, pillaging and plunder of public trusts, money laundering, constructive fraud for the purpose of unjust enrichment, commercial fraud for the purpose of unjust enrichment, extortion under armed force, breach of usufruct, criminal breach of commercial contract, subjecting Americans to foreign law in express violation of Amendment 11 of all three federal constitutions, false entitlement and issuance of false titles on American assets, fraudulent conveyance of municipal citizenship obligations on Americans in violation of Article 4 of all three federal constitutions, use of undisclosed, unilateral, and unconscionable foreign contracting processes on American soil, breach of custodial obligations, promotion of unaccountable administrative government entities staffed by undeclared foreign agents, and more. All of these charges have been published and widely distributed to the public since 2015, and have cured upon the public records of multiple countries, such that there can be no further excuse for pretending that our country, our government, or our people are to blame for the sins and debts of the Municipal United States entity, otherwise known as the U.S. The Pope and his administration, including the Holy Roman Empire and the City of Rome, is responsible for returning our property to us unharmed. The Queen and her government is similarly obligated, as is the government of Westminster and the Lord Mayor of London. Anna Maria Riesinger, Fiduciary, the United States of America.